Angela was only 26, but her beauty was the kind that made people stop and stare. Her dark ebony skin glowed under the sun. She was of average height, with bright eyes that shone with confidence. Her body was well-shaped, and her pink lips curved into a smile that could melt the hardest heart. She was in her third year, studying mass communication at Imo State University, Owerri. In her department, she was well known, not only for her looks but also for her taste in life. Angela was born and raised in Bano, inside a strict Catholic home. Her mother, a small but energetic woman of 51, had raised her alone since her father's death years ago. A widow with deep faith, she worked tirelessly and prayed every night for her only daughter's safety. But Angela was not the kind of girl who cared much about prayers. She loved money, fine things, and expensive outings. She was not interested in poor boys who struggled to buy her food at the campus canteen. Instead, she preferred the company of rich men, lecturers who could give her marks in exchange for favors, and Yahoo boys who spent money as if it grew on trees. Among such men, Angela was treated like a prize to be won, and many of them shared her attention like a duty roster. One of those men was Ebra, a well-known Yahoo boy in Owerri. He was tall, flashy, and always dressed in the latest designer clothes. Many people in town knew he was deep into internet fraud and rituals, but Angela did not care. What mattered to her was the money he carried and the lifestyle he offered. That year, Ebra had been warned by his witch doctor that he needed to renew his covenant with a woman's body, or else he would lose all his wealth and possibly his life. After thinking for days, he decided Angela would be the perfect victim. The following week, Ebra withdrew 10 million naira from his bank account. He took Angela shopping at ShopRite in Egbu and other big malls in Owerri. They ate at the best eateries, visited expensive lounges, and drove around the city in his red SUV. Angela was excited. That same night, Ebra transferred 1 million naira to her UBA account. She couldn't believe her luck. He promised to take her out again the next day, and Angela happily agreed. But in Bano, Angela's mother was restless. That night, she had a troubling dream. She saw her daughter standing by the roadside, surrounded by danger. In the dream, Angela was crying for help. The widow woke up sweating, picked up her rosary, and prayed deeply. Then she called Angela the next morning. "My daughter," she said, her voice serious. "Please be careful. Do not go out with anybody this evening. I saw something bad in my dream. Promise me you will stay home." Angela laughed lightly. "Mommy, you worry too much. I'll be fine." Her mother insisted, but Angela's love for money was stronger than her mother's warning. Later that evening, around 8:30 p.m., Ebra called her. "Come out in front of IICC and wait for me. I'll pick you up," he said. Angela dressed quickly and left her lodge. A few minutes later, a red SUV pulled up. It was Ebra. Smiling, she entered the car. As they drove off towards Port Harcourt Road, Angela noticed another red Lexus following closely behind them. "Who are those people in the car behind us?" she asked. "Don't worry, they're my friends," Ebra replied calmly. But Angela was not comfortable. Something about the situation felt wrong. A sudden coldness settled in her chest. She had a strong feeling that danger was close. Quietly, she brought out her phone and sent a short SMS to her mother. "Mommy, please pray for me now." Back in Bano, her mother received the message. Without wasting time, she dropped to her knees, held her rosary, and began to pray with tears rolling down her face. Meanwhile, Ebra was in a hurry. The butchers he had arranged were waiting in a bush path, ready to carry out the evil task. He needed to get Angela there before midnight. As he sped along Port Harcourt Road, headlights shone ahead. An army checkpoint. The soldiers flagged him down. "Stop there," one of them shouted. Ebra pressed the accelerator. He could not afford delays. But the soldiers sensed trouble. As the SUV refused to stop, one soldier raised his rifle and fired a warning shot. When Ebra still did not stop, another bullet followed. This time it hit him straight in the head. The SUV swerved wildly and screeched to a halt by the roadside. Angela screamed in shock as she saw Ebra's lifeless body slump over the steering wheel. The car behind them stopped suddenly, and the men inside ran into the bush, abandoning their evil mission. The soldiers quickly came to the scene and pulled Angela out of the vehicle. Confused and shaking, she could barely explain what had happened. One of the soldiers, noticing her fear, told her she was lucky to be alive. At that same moment, in Bano, Angela's mother felt a sudden peace in her heart. She dropped the rosary and whispered, "Thank you, Lord." Angela later realized that if not for the prayers of her mother, she would have been the victim of a terrible fate. That night, for the first time in a long while, she knelt beside her bed and prayed, something she had not done in years. She now understood that beauty and money were not enough to keep one safe in this world. Her mother's prayer had truly saved her from death.